4 times. So there is plenty, and I say plenty, of VOD of both of these two teams. So I'm expecting this one to be counter-struck.
YouTube, yeah.
And they've been dominant on it. The last time these guys played, if you look at Faze, they beat Liquid 7-3. You look at BDS, they beat Space Station 7-1.
Lock in, baby.
And they're good teams, both of them.
Amazing teams on these maps. Amazing teams. So we're in for a really good matchup.
Well, the question will be now, who takes it? Because now we're all tied up, it's down to a best of 3, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely a best of 3. Obviously, BDS have picked this map for a reason. It's their second pick in the best of 5. So you would expect that they are the ones to come out and take it. However, that last map for me was a bit too convincing from Faze with the amount of rounds they control.
Lock in, chat with me now.
Their control was actually stronger than I expected it to be. They have amazing individuals in full confidence, Shaiko. So I'm expecting the BDS guys to take it.
All right, Boston, it's time to get our third map started. Get your hands together. Back to our casters. Ace and Dez, take it away.
Thank you very much, Milos. Yes, Tim, we've now finally got a series in our hands. 1v1 so far. Labs, as the desk have just said, actually quite a balanced map between these two teams. This is where one team has that chance to be a map away from lifting that hammer.
Yeah,
map 3, let's go. Map 3, let's go.
This is where a different element starts playing in now. We speak.
Why do you blink so viciously? Exclamation mark, blink.
And now it's about getting it over the line, Des. Now it's about being able to find that mental resolve to
Vending the brand, galloping over to 250 the brand.
Big impact.
Well, here we go, Boston. Labs is ready. Let's load in for map number 3.
Chat, here we go.
Bit of a cursed map for Faze, Tim. 12 months ago, this was where they lost it all in map 5. They were up 6-1, yet saw it slip away. Last time both of these two teams played this map, they took 5 defensive rounds. The attack is where Faze struggled. BDS, they took 2 in a row and beat out Space Station here 7-1. So, you're looking towards someone on top. It's a BDS, they didn't pick the map. The reason for that, Faze are not going to be slouched. This will be another close map.
It takes some real nerve to come back here, like you said, Des. You know, this is where it all happened 12 months ago. And Faze now not as reliant on it this time. It's not the decider this time around, but still needing to come here and get something. We're going to see the bans continuing through. We've got Demos, Ace, Valkyrie, and Kaid. So nothing too wild there. One of the hard breaches taken down. What it is going to do, Des, what it is going to do is it's going to create, I think, a lot of shield play.
It will. The last time, again, both teams played in this map, double shield ban came through from both themselves and, of course, the other team. Looking at that Ace, it was a bit of an interesting one. A lot of teams play Ace. I believe he's one of our most played attackers at the tournament because he's so versatile.
He's really good as just like a solo operator. Until Buck's recent changes, as I said, those two were probably, you know, right up there as the best 2 solo attackers. But Ace definitely maintains his position.
He has, and I'm looking more towards the stats around exactly what it is that FaZe Clan play on this map in particular. Ace, a big pick for both KDS and Souls, their most played operator on this map. I mean, the BDS are willing to let the Monty through.
Map 3, baby, let's go.
Want it in that second half.
Map 3, baby, let's go.
Does mean things should move a little bit more fluidly than maybe we're used to on this map. That Deimos goes back to being banned. That Dockerby will be available for BDS if they want to play it. But now, not even going to go anywhere near it, though. Tim, double hard breach coming on through. Got ourselves that Monty being locked in by Leakifat rather than Brede, which is an interesting change away. Shaiko's on the Twitch, normally an operator reserve for Solotov. Shaiko normally being the Flores player, so both of them changing roles in this round.
KDS, as you can see the silhouette just ahead of us there, putting the mirror window on the...
Map 3, baby, let's go!
So again, just playing in towards that Ace ban, potentially thinking about making it more difficult for something like a Thermite to be able to walk up to that wall and just put an exothermic on there. A little bit of caution being applied by Shaiko on the Twitch there. Always got to be careful when you approach those stairs. The old Nitro out of Electrical is one of the oldest in the book.
Has he missed?
He's missed it. He's missed it. Yes, that was a big moment. If that goes wrong, Shaiko's going to be really kicking himself.
Also, consideration, you can use things like the Havana to get rid of it at the same time, though you will probably need to clear out any jammers on the other side. In fact, if there are no jammers, Tim, that wouldn't have been a worry. So yes, it's nice to save those extra few seconds, but there are always options available for BDS to get rid of that mirror window regardless. Where they're focusing now is Catwalk, and in this area of the map, it's a big point of entry for the attackers. That plus IT coming together where you saw the mirror window deployed down early on. You need that control. It stops the rotations coming in from downstairs from any defenders that are roaming. It stops people stepping across and towards IT. The challenge that you have as the attacker is
look at this, Chad. He's gonna try to impact trick.
He's very bottlenecky.
He's gonna impact trick, Chad. Look at this.
Single rotation that's opened up often by the defenders. So you don't give yourself much to work with, which is why you need a backstab then coming in from Aqua or pressure coming in from electrical side at the same time. I think BDS have got to decide what they want their attack to be here, because right now everyone's very heavily focused on that south side. No backstab coming through.
Cyber making a decision there not to go with another impact trick onto... Oh no, he has done. That's what I was waiting to see would happen, because he's got a Monty to deal with, and those impact nades can be fantastic for doing so. Not going to be able to do that now, and looking across the lineup, the utility that's left, they're really reliant on that KDS Nitro potentially to be able to deal with that shield. Pushing in, but Souls, he's going to find the opener, taking down Solotov.
Great read, and now there's the second one approaching at the same time. I was about to say, you've got a shield here. Saw Unwanted with some brilliant shield play between Spirits and Gaveni in this exact position previously. BDS probably got to channel that in at Unwanted here and do a little bit of work. Of course, there's all the info coming in from Leakyback, but they need guns in behind him, Tim, to capitalize on the info that he's providing. But now BDS is looking a little bit stuck, I'm afraid, and I'm worried for them. Faze, watching that clock run down, it becomes the sixth man.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Brede. He's on the catwalk door, and he's got the diffuser in hand.
Oi, Brede!
How does he get in? Where is the
No,
space?
Shaiko knocked one.
Diffuser down. Vatican goes down, but KDS does manage to pick up Shaiko. 25 seconds left to go, and Leakyback, he gets moving with the Monty dares.
They got the 3v3, but they need to do something else here, Tim.
He's going Aqua.
In, like I said, and Leakyback, sure enough, is going out aggressive here on towards Aqua. Cyber's up in his face as well. Got to be careful about this, Ella. A 3 versus 2. He's now backing himself away. Diffuser is with Brede coming in on catwalk side. KDS now gone, and it's on to what they can do. Cyber's got to step across. It's all about this one versus one. He wins it out. Brede's going for the plant, and Cyber's got 3. Shutting BDS down just when it looked like they were on the path to victory.
Bro, he's so good.
Is just better.
He's
today.
so good, Chad.
More
Oh my
terms that you
God.
normally use, Tim. He's different gravy.
He is
He's
indeed
so nasty.
different gravy today. That much is for sure. He wants to lift that hammer. Having got his 1000th kill here at SI 2025, he wants to go all the way this time, Des. And he is just absolutely gripping a hold of this with both hands tighter. And I've maybe ever seen a player try to grab a hold of a match. He is just dominating right now.
Oh, horrid, because in a way he should have no right killing Usus there. Usus clearly afraid that he had 2 angles that Cyber could step out front to challenge the Monty plant, which would sure enough win the round, so he had to make the challenge. Cyber has had a few rounds today so far where BDS, it feels, should come out on top, and they haven't been able to do so. Faze taking round 1, and if you are keeping
What
count,
a fucking
Cyber
game right now,
has
Chad.
3 kills in this series.
There'll be more records that he's looking for before things are done here. Get into round 2.
Bro, Cybers is playing so good,
the
dude.
basement for Faze. No major surprises. I expect them to see basement, and then probably storage will be their next site, should they follow their rotation.
Saying that, we've seen Faze play in control storage and do quite a little bit of damage playing on the control side of things. KDS, remember, tucked in behind the bomb chassis?
Yeah.
Pretty magical 2K that he walked away with, but do agree with you, I don't expect we'll see much kitchen play. When it has come out, it's been chaotic at best. Maybe you want to throw us a little bit of a curveball if it comes round to it. I think for BDS, though, if this keeps on going against them, they find themselves losing this round, maybe the next, you'll see that early tack timeout coming in again, because things will just keep on working against them unless they can get their mojo together.
Cyber and Handy are currently up on the top floor and are going to need to be dealt with by BDS because Cyber's playing on the catwalk, so he's got that view down into warehouse. It's going to prevent BDS from being able to open that warehouse hatch and get the view down into Animus. They have managed to breach the double wall, so that's a little bit of progress for them at least, but they have to prevent anybody pushing into them in storage because they need storage control in order to be able to move in through that breach.
What to do? Looking in towards those mirror windows again that Shaiko nearly missed out clearing away last time around. And Dockerby, glad to see it back in the lineup. Don't want to call them dependent on that operator, but it does feel like it a lot.
Time's running out for BDS, dude. I mean, Faze has like all the momentum right now.
Made by BDS when you see that call come on through. A lot of it. You've got users and Solotov in towards bottom aqua here. You've got a bit of an exo push coming in from Leaky Pack at the same time. So BDS have made good use of that call to get a lot of players inside the map. Start getting set up for an execute. Solotov deleted the second round in a row. No second call from Dokkaebi.
The problem for BDS is whilst they have got a lot of players inside of the map,
It's like Faze is just dominating.
Look at where they're being hurt from. I said this at the beginning of the round. They need to clear out catwalk. They need to clear out top floor. Otherwise, they will be punished from warehouse. And that's exactly where they've been punished from. 5 versus 2 now. BDS just completely failing to take any sort of map control. Faze have played in their original positions pretty much throughout, and they have punished them. Faze take round 2.
But for a second, Shaiko is going to find his man there. I come back to what Leo spoke about. Very start of this series. And Azami making use of it to isolate out gunfights, not give a chance for a trade to come through. And BDS have relied on trades a lot throughout this tournament. There's a stat I rolled out earlier on, about 2 or 3 days ago. As a team, they have the highest trade percentage. About 22%, that number.
Faze is dominating, bro.
The team at the tournament. Those keepers are definitely doing a bit of work to frustrate them here and deny that possibility. 2 rounds.
I mean, bro, they're so fucking good. I don't. Like, they're so good, dude. Holy shit. They're roaming perfectly.
Yeah,
like, you notice how Faze roams? Like, Uses had that guy trapped in the corner, went BB, went to go throw the nade, went to go swing him, and his teammates watching his back. Like, they roam so perfectly and, like, together, bro. Like, they roam so perfectly.
And against most teams to be winning that map. If BDS don't pick up labs here, that is what they face. Going to clubhouse not only to try and beat Faze there, but to try and rescue the entire tournament there.
Yeah.
And that is a huge ask. So for me, BDS, you can't let this start to spiral. You gotta dig deep.
Yeah, you gotta lock in, like, right now, bro. You lost map 2, let's not fucking lose map 3 also.
We were speaking to
Shaiko, win this shit, dog! Take over the game!
If they win club, and that's it, 3-1 to Faze. If BDS win here, it will require all 5 maps to crown our new world champion. Of course, we'll see how they can do. Work to be done by both sides still. It's still very early on in the map overall, and I'll say it again. 2 hours to a game of Siege, and that's maybe not quite the way to do it. Solotov for the 3rd round in a row.
Yo, Solotov, you're playing for $3 million and you're not gonna fucking drone the window? $3 million, Solotov, you're not gonna drone the fucking window, Solotov!
And it feels like BDS.
What the fuck are you doing?
A little bit. I said it in the last round, they didn't
3 mil
side of the map, but no, they didn't take any control. They didn't win any fights.
Zip him up.
They didn't gain
Go.
any ground. And this time they
3-0 Faze. 3-0 for Faze.
And get punished for it. And that's the tip of the spear. If you've got a blitz on side, you are looking to push in behind them.
There'll always be that big question as well for BDS. You've lost 2 major finals this year. It's a stinger. It's a different lineup now, of course, compared to last year with Usis and Solotov joined the team just a year ago. But they know that pain of losing in grand finals, like both teams do.
Oh my god!
Start to build in the mental, do they start to crumble?
You guys are selling!
Falling apart at the seams.
Falling apart. Not a single round has been close. Not a single round has been close,
We
dog.
step into a tap timeout for BDS.
Almost certainly. BDS would have needed a 1v5 ace clutch to close that one out. And if anything does, the problem for BDS here is that the rounds are getting worse and worse.
Here we go then, tap timeout. Let's see what's going on in the BDS camp.
Push together, okay? Or if we're gonna do that thing, do it with people. We're gonna use
Not a single round has been close, chat. Not a single round.
We can't hear you. Don't hear you. No, we can't.
What do we got to say about this, guys?
Let's brief a bit, guys. Remember why we are playing for the fucking SI, okay? Yeah. So, again, we need to want it, this SI. We need to want it, okay? So now, just brief, chill down, and let's be on the same page. That wasn't lucky for you, Farty, I saw the camp. But that's fine, okay? Let's forget this round.
I should just fucking flash his ass.
It's tough for Solotov. Been caught out so early on. I think we get the timeout because the coach hasn't been able to get in there. But even with what we were speaking about, that mental factor of losing 2 grand finals, is it going to be difficult? Very likely.
It's starting to change. That was the big thing for me there. You know, it wasn't necessarily a full tactical timeout, but the content of what we have
They're selling, bro.
Fact there is changing. It was game specific before. It was let's bring the traps. It was let's play slow or fast. Let's not give them the opportunity in the middle ground.
They're selling the game,
now
chat.
It's what are we playing for? What are we fighting for? Those questions are starting to creep in.
I'm listening again. Now they get a second one because the mic wasn't working. Let's listen.
Let's go.
We have all 3 shields as well. Ready?
Let's fucking go, guys.
More of a gas up one.
I'll try
and I
my bad,
actually like.
don't be like demotivated. I should have killed the guy that we went around. It's my bad. Let's fucking go. Let's focus. I think they don't even play mute, by the way, for the Grims. We can play Grim as well. Grim they don't. Send, guys.
Just as we want to listen to what he's got to say, and he gets a bit animated. But the same sort of thing coming across. For me, it feels like the mental issues that we saw earlier in the tournament. Think back to that now infamous clip of Leakafat going off and saying, no one is listening, no one is talking. What is going on? And this has always been a concern about the BDS side, is there are a lot of quiet members. Brede, great actor, but a very quiet guy. Yuzus, the same. Shaiko, a man of very few words. Solotov and Leakafat, the only ones I've really seen speaking so far during these timeouts, and it makes me worry that when heads start to dip a bit, when things get hard and they stop communicating, rounds will keep on slipping away, and that has been the BDS curse for as long as I can remember.
And that's why I mention it. That's why I say that content shift of those discussions away from such specific details to this is SI, come on. It just starts to maybe give us a little bit of insight. But look, there is a lot of siege left to be played here yet. BDS will have plenty of opportunities. This is their map pick. They won't have wanted to start on the attack. Faze have chosen the defense to start on. So BDS have got a second half to look forward to. You love to say it yourself, there's 2 halves to every one of these maps. And BDS right now, they are going to be desperately looking forward to that second half.
And both teams, don't forget, in their last game on Labs that I told you about, both went 5-1 on the defensive half. More about the mentality and the mental effect that it has when you start losing that hard that can really punish you. But enough about that for now. Let's focus on the game and see if they can bounce back. Faze, very impressive, very resolute in their defenses. They've given very little room to BDS. We're dealing with shields, we've had Cyber pop off and get a 1v3. Everything you could ask from them, they're doing pretty damn well so far.
Going to be opening up that catwalk door. Apply a little bit of pressure. Nobody actually playing out on the catwalk this time. We would quite often see the Azami there.
Come on, Psycho.
Not going to be in that position, playing instead behind the A-bomb chassis. This is getting more aggressive, and this is, I think, what BDS need, is to come in and get a couple of confidence kills.
Yeah!
A double for users, one for Brede. KDS finds one back, but it's likely to be meaningless.
There it is! There it is!
Timeout does its job, Des.
Come on, users!
The key thing for me that BDS showed there, Tim, they've said it themselves a lot throughout the series. Slow, then fast. It wasn't really like slow to begin with, but it was the setup work, it was the droning, it was removing of utility. And then when they say go, they go. They don't hang on, they don't play slow, they don't doubt themselves.
Come on, BDS.
Put the pedal to the metal, and away they go. Really good round from them.
Come on.
Faze will respond. They will find an answer. They will battle back in. For now, that starts down in the basement. I've got no doubt we'll see some roaming looking at this lineup, Tim. They've played a lot of Ella, it's worth stressing too, because it helps them deal with those shields, just in case Brede does go across towards the Blitz or towards the Monty. Having that on side helps a lot.
Come on.
For those of you at home, we've got 2 huge camps of supporters here. We've got, on the left side, as we look at it, we've got all the Faze fans in one big group together with all the flags out. And then on the other side, of the complete opposite side of the floor, the complete opposite side of the stage, we've got all the BDS fans. And there's a real bit
there
of
you go,
back and
Psycho.
forth between the two.
What about those in the middle, Tim?
Maybe they don't mind who wins. Maybe the neutral does. Although I think most of the neutrals here have been back in BDS, so. Look, BDS could not have got a better timed round.
Nope.
Tactical timeout. They come out. Not only did they get the round, but they get it convincingly. That's the confidence boost that they needed right there. I said at the beginning, 2 attacking rounds is enough for them. They need at least 2 here on Labs, and then they can get onto the defense. So
come on, BDS, come on.
Very, very tough first 3 rounds that seem to be spiraling away from them. BDS have an opportunity to grab a hold of this and rein it back in.
Where I start feeling a little bit nervous though is I look back at Consulate and how they would stall out on the attack. So
Yes!
I was about to say this is one of those rounds because we've got to attack the base. We're starting off on the top floor. A minute's gone down. We've only just started to push forward. But Cyber overexposed himself and paid the price for it. I don't blame Faze for trying to get up in the grills, up in the face of Faze and keep them on edge at all times. Both teams really going at it. And so far, last round, this round, BDS are battling back.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously just needed reminding that they were at Siders.
This ain't a scrim.
Maybe
It's a little final.
Maybe it just slipped their mind that they were on stage. SI, but one way or another, they've certainly woken up 2 entries in a row, and they can look to build on that as well. Bride is a little bit low health on the Monty, which is not the end of the world, but something they need to be cautious of. KDS is going to take...
Got a drone, dude! God damn it!
KDS has slipped the net.
How have they let this happen again?
Too many mistakes creeping in for BDS, Des.
They had these roamers red pinged earlier on. They knew there were 2 playing up on this first floor. Now they've got a bit of team play going in. A good flash coming over from the Buck, and that led to that kill. So a good moment. It's balanced things back out at 3 apiece. We've only got 60 seconds to play, though.
And they do need to deal with Souls. He's still up above. I've spoken about mistakes. The question is, are they aware of his position? I don't think they were, as User strays around the corner, and he's going to be picked up by Souls. 3 versus 2 for Faze now, 45 seconds, a low health Monty. It's not looking good for BDS.
It'd be a risk, but you can't afford to chase Souls around the map here. I've just hit sight. Force a 2 versus 2. Don't give him a chance to get back and join his team, or you'll be in a spot of bother. King chucked in on the bomb chassis as well, not a real common spot. Leakerback almost being getted down from above by him, but gets away. Both now not looking too healthy, and for Faze, with only 25 seconds to go, feels like they should be able to hold on. Who is going to be BDS's Cyber? Who goes big when they need him? It's not going to be Leakerback, and it's probably not going to be Bride on the Monty.
You can see now King's just looking to get aggressive. Doesn't need to, as it's going to be handy picking up that.
Who is droning for BDS, bro? Who is droning for BDS? Because this is a fucking disaster, bro. This guy's just sitting in the center of the fucking building, undroned, unfucking droned.
To keep themselves in the driving seat. There's one more defense for them.
If you don't drone an objective,
and then we start
have your shield
some
player
really
enter
big
first.
questions
Like, am I fucking crazy? If you don't drone an objective, have your shield player enter first. Why are they just blindly fucking entering and getting him kills? What the fuck is happening?
Blind trust for a call coming from his team.
Is this like scripted?
He's died in the
Faze
first
is
3
gonna win this map easily.
First 3 rounds.
It's a fucking
The
joke.
last couple has gone in as second entry.
Who is droning for BDS? Somebody please tell me. Who the fuck is droning?
It's completely for free.
Look at this.
Not be happening.
How does that happen? That should never happen.
Things like the dock appears from
He's in the most common rat spot in the game. Fucking drone it.
Making a lot of allowances that normally.
Yo, Solotov, with all due respect, bro, get the fuck off. This shit is not working. Solotov, with all due respect, bro, you've blitzed 0 people. You've shield bashed 0 people. You've called out 0 people. Solotov, get the fuck off, Blitz. Thank you. Thank God.
They want a different outcome. Top floor.
Get off, Blitz.
Will be the final spot for Faze, and they've brought along the clash.
Again, curious. I didn't see it during the setup of the round, but curious to know if that was hidden away, because if BDS haven't realized it's on side, they could struggle here. They've got things like the nano EMPs that you can toss at the clash, takes off that shot for a short amount of time. There's no real gadgets though that
no direct counter.
That's it, and that's where I worry. They're gonna have to get some really good crossfires on the go here and punish him. We've seen teams do it several times. One player being that backstab that completely upsets the apple cart. Got to look for it in the round, but otherwise, Tim, I like what BDS have got. They have got a good lineup for this one. It's concerned that Faze have equally got a very good response in theirs.
Just going to be opening up to the side of that mirror window to prevent any mirror tricking. Taking out the Skyros pellets. Cyber's going to be looking just as he's throws the impact nade a little bit too deep there. Going to lose his mirror window.
Okay, that's good. He missed it.
Going to force the Ella back into sight. And it just starts to give a little bit of space for BDS to work into.
They've shown this catwalk and IT focus execute twice, which is why King is now dancing around IT on the clash, looking to frustrate them a little bit, to keep them outside the map. What I really want to see from BDS is to do something a little bit different here, and by the looks of it, they have got 3 or 4 players starting to stack up on this meeting side of things. Bride, Leakerback. Also got 1 or 2 hanging out below. So somewhat telegraph where they're coming from, of course, to us, not to Faze, who don't have a 100% idea on that. Still 2 players hanging around IT and Catwalk as well, but it could be fate at this point, Tim.
Natural goes out, will be unsuccessful. continue challenging onto Connector. They've got to know about Cyber this time, surely. BDS, they've walked into blind traps a couple of times, and I think this time they will get away without that being the case. But again, BDS just feel like they're circling here, Des, without too much real purpose just yet. Let's see if the Candelas can give them that. One goes in to Electrical, the next goes in to Pillar. But there still isn't much movement from BDS on the back of it. What have you got for those Candelas, Des?
Well, they've managed to get Solotov inside of Electrical, which is one step, but guess who he's faced off against? There's a clash in his face. That's not going to make life easy. Uzi's going down and try and get the backstab in here, but there's the flank on the other side. KDS has been sat in this spot, Tim, nearly all round long again. Missed drones, paying the price. Faze with a 5-1 half. History is repeating itself.
Faze were just on a different level there, in reality. BDS, as I said, just didn't really seem to have too much of an idea where to go. 2 Candelas go in just to get them Electrical, but then they get hit on either side of that and lose bodies. There's just too many mistakes for BDS right now, Des. There's not enough big plays, like you said. Where's their Cyber? Where's their player that's going to step up and grab a hold of this one?
I would love to be a fly on the wall during BDS's next chat between maps if they lose this game.
Yeah.
The club, as we spoke about, builds up a lot of pressure.
Oh!
Not seeing the issues being rectified that are being spoken about during these timeouts. And it's really starting to cost them. 2 minutes missed droning going on here too.
Oh my god.
Granted, for Faze, they've done a very good job of chewing their way through the drone work of the other team, but it's unforgivable at this level to let that be the difference maker. Top floor, we're going to start things on.
Wait, Breeday's hiding so he can ban a trick. This is good. This is the start of something good. He's hiding so he can ban a trick. That's good. Looks like the start of something good, please.
Yes.
There you go. Breeday's going to... I don't know whether they were trying to keep the bandit off the radar.
I thought BDS was going to win this.
It doesn't really
I did not fucking think they were going to get bent over a table on map 3. That was not in the cards.
A lot of shield play.
76% of the social prediction was on BDS. What the fuck is happening right now? What the fuck is going on? None of these rounds have been close, by the way. None! None of these fucking rounds! They're all just flawless!
It's a very plan-focused team. You'd think you'd be able to utilize shields.
I thought this was Psycho's year.
Get that diffuser down more often than not. Maybe a
thought it was going to be wholesome.
How many of their plans
going to lift the hammer
up in the round?
After playing Brody for years and years and years.
Do a lot of work here with both the Monty and that Blackbeard coming along.
I thought this was
King said it earlier on. We'll play the Monty for
my god,
here
was
it
I
is.
wrong.
Straight on
They
it.
are getting
KDS
table
frying
right
this map.
now.
Onto the
Put the fucking house on Faze map 4. This shit's a joke!
In the back pocket of Faze.
Also, Solotov! Get off! Never play Blitz again! Never play Blitz again, Solotov! That was abysmal!
From there, but that's likely to be later on in the round. For the time being, Faze, they're just having a look around this site. They're just doing the appraisal. Where is the utility? What do we need to clear? They need to be careful, of course. Moving around here, mirror window is open, and the mirror of Solotov there. He's keen to have a little look out of there, see if he can get himself anything to start this round off.
It's immediately the defensiveness coming out from BDS. They're almost letting Faze have whatever part of the map they want. They've got Aqua. They're pushing into wall. That is unfortunate.
Hey, we're team
that
killing now.
So unfortunate.
Yo, wrap this shit up.
Down there and Yuzu's
wrap it. Wait, Solotov.
One coming back the other way. A lot of aggression towards the boss. They're sure that he's alone, and they'd be right.
He's alone. Power him. You have to power him.
If they can bully him up and get a kill, it'd be wonderful. Right idea. There's a player on the window. And with this, they'll back away. Soul's looking to join up with the Monty, which leaves Cyber alone on Catwalk.
I love that team play from Faze there. Did you see that King didn't head back out of the door? Because he's had the call from Soul saying, hang on, I'm on my way. And he knew that there was an opportunity for him to find a kill, but ultimately,
well done,
Yuzus manages to take down Souls. 4 versus 3 now in favor of BDS. Cyber tries to get something going for his team, but can't.
Here we go.
Solotov cuts him down, Nitro out. Will do a little
Here we
bit
go, here we
to
go.
the Monty. It's all up to him. 1 versus 4.
Wait, karma. It's not over. Wait, it's not over. It's not over. Come on, BDS.
Taking a lesson from their
it's not
attacks
over.
there, Tim. Slow to start. Let Faze bunch up. Let them do what they want to do. But then be prepared to go fast, and they push hard onto that Monty.
BDS.
Players that were sat on Catwalk. And it all begins to collapse for Faze from there.
Karma. 1 round at a time.
factors in.
5-1 sounds like a lot, but not if you take it one round at a time.
BDS, but the thing is, BDS matches up so well on Nighthaven Labs against Faze because Faze, as we just saw, they love the shields, but BDS can constantly apply that pressure. And in Faze, the one thing that is their downside is they're not that fast on clearing, so they rely heavily on shields. But BDS, just like we saw, if they can keep constantly putting that pressure on the shields, spacing out their defenses, Faze will just run out of time. And we saw Faze in a similar situation last invite. They were able to bring it back down 1-5. I think anything's possible. I think BDS is a lot better favored in this situation, even though they're down a little bit.
Thank you very much, Fox. Always good to hear from a former pro. 5-2. A pretty crucial round coming up. Faze win this one, Tim. Massive advantage. 4 rounds on their side. There's a lot to ask for BDS to claw that one back. Into the base up we go. Good defense on the top floor, and we spoke on the desk before the series, Tim, about the sends and presence of that across the competition so far. The team making excellent use, the change to be able to raise and lower that light wall, the water no longer really being effective against it, can really enable some cheeky plants to go down, and that's probably what FaZe are looking for here.
Andy just taking that long angle in through the window, not going to find anybody. BDS not wanting to give them too good a start here, but like you say, it's a map maker for me. If Faze are able to pick this round up, it really does just catapult them towards getting the win done. 6-2, you would have to say that surely it's too much for BDS. Third-rated defensive team overall at this tournament coming into today, but they're just not playing like it today. There's Cyber takes down Brede, that's the mute gone, and that is some map control at least for Faze gained, and they can now start pushing on.
And the C4 taken offline at the same time. Problem is, we've heard them speak about it a lot in tap timeouts, play together. Brede's completely isolated there. Cyber, all the more happy to take the kill. Oh, Solitop spinning it back. Gets a second as well. That's what you want to see. Souls is there for the trade. Again, Faze with 3 players in close proximity, able to secure
good shot,
it out.
Solitop.
2 players dead on the side of Faze, Tim. A lot of the
Shaiko and Nicky are still rushed.
We lost the book as well.
Shaiko and Nicky are still rushed. Come on, bring this game back!
BDS taking away that verticality.
1 round at a time.
Gonna have to find another way, possibly.
1 round at a time.
To look at a lateral push. Gonna have to move down and find some kills, but keeping it at 3-3, they've kept themselves in it, the Brazilians. They always seem to have some answers, Des.
The light walls for me, Tim. That can do some serious work. They've got 4 of them available. You can slice this up like cheese if you want. You can do anything you want to the site when you've got this much gadgetry to play behind. You've got flashes still. We've seen how much FaZe love using flashes throughout this series to overwhelm members of BDS and push in, securing a 3v1, a 2v1, whatever it might be, a man advantage situation regardless. And there is only 1 C4 left in the back pocket. BDS.
They're preparing for the drop into Animus, and they will go. Handy is there, does have the utility available on the sense, is going to start playing it. Maybe just try and create a little corner where they can put this diffuser down. 30 seconds left to go. The challenge from BDS could come from Cargo. Handy sends out another screen, but as of yet, FaZe are not moving, and when they try to, Leakenback takes down Souls. Nitro comes out, will not catch anybody. 2 versus 3, Des.
They tried to bait out with 2 light screens, but found nothing. BDS showing a lot of patience here. That Legion steps out, Leakenback can find a freebie. Andy waiting for him, another screen coming out, off towards his right. A great 2v1 coming out.
Come on!
BDS.
1 round at a fucking time, man. Come on.
Cat and mouse.
I've spoken about BDS mistakes. I've picked up on those moments where they've misdroned, where they've pushed in, where they've lost bodies. But it's fair to say, Des, that they're having some magical moments as well. That was a great round from BDS. They just need to find that form a little bit more consistently, and then they will make a real matchup of this.
Small mistake though, I mentioned Brede at the start. That's the one that you can do without losing super early on, especially when there's a C4 for plant denial in back pocket. This is a big round, not just because it's round 9 like we spoke about on the last map, Tim, where FaZe either have a 3-round lead and they can play around with that to get it over the line, or BDS come within striking distance for FaZe by just 1 round. Why it's big is because it's
okay, it was 5-1. It doesn't fucking matter what the score is if you take it round by fucking round. Inch by inch, brick by brick, just build this fucking comeback. We're almost back in this fucking game.
Through this game, even really. The round's down the way. Can't do much about that. Well, I've already got my eyes go to straight away, though. Souls on the Nook. Potential backstab.
Don't choke, Faze. Hey, Faze, I just realized something. This is the same map you guys choked that 6-1 lead on. Oh, you thought we forgot? Faze, this is the same map y'all choked in the past, dog.
That player that goes unchecked. Catches out 2 or 3 players from BDS.
High fives. Get him off the screen!
You spoke about belief there, Des. And the thing about belief, it's not about...
Get off the screen!
It's not about everybody at home or here at the MGM.
The hell is going on right now?
It's about BDS believing in themselves. And that's what they need.
Get the C4. Land it. Brita, you gotta land this. Land this C4. Land this C4. Land this C4.
We've seen multiple kills come through.
Land it. Land it. Come on, Brita. You can do this, bro.
C4 shot at.
You can get this C4, Brita.
Not get involved in the game as a result. Waiting for Shape on steps out here. The answer is no. So we're going to be able to make it soft. BDS not wanting to take the risk. Worth stressing to, of course, that site is downstairs.
Good try.
This is just Faze trying to get some control on the verticals. The BDS cannot deny from above. IT itself is perfect for denying the storage window, but it needs to be dealt with.
And I think it's the perfect game plan from BDS. Frustrate Faze. Make them use their time. Make them rush towards the end of the round. Yes, they're going to win a couple because they've got great gunners on side, but you're also going to get your opportunities as well. Ooh. So BDS, I think, playing this right. Just try and burn as much time as they can. Legion is on side. Ella is on side. Hold that top floor. Do everything you can, but Cyber, he proves that there's plenty that he can
Oh my god, this guy is fucking insane.
3 versus 3 though, as Solitov finds souls.
That's pretty big.
Bring it back! No.
To get rid of Leaky back. No man's land there. Stuck in Narnia without a way home. Solitov and News has got to go so big here. This old duo that joined this team just a year ago. In fact, the old BDS core 2 years ago knocked their old team M&M out of SI. Of course, they're now on this team, looking to do it together rather than against each other. It comes down to the new boys to win out at 2 versus 3.
2v3.
In the verticals. That's what they wanted was IT to make this plant safe.
Plant.
Got to go huge.
You gotta kill the planter. Stop the plant. Stop the plant. Nice.
Almost got 2, but it's a triple coming out for Cyber, and he makes it a 4. Solitov can't find his man. Cyber, not only does he want that hammer, Tim, he wants the kill record.
BDS just lost control of site a little bit there. Vidaking was able to get in and start putting that diffuser down, and it forced users into a tough position.
Tatana, let's take a listen.
Bom, só completa a parada lá com o Rigória, tá ligado? Só que, tipo, tá vendo que o shield também não tá fazendo muito efeito, saca? Talvez só o Black Beat. Vão ser uma montanha. E ficou mais a bala, tipo, eles chegaram a oferecer brecha na elétrica, esse pai.
Let's fucking go, guys! No regrets, only solution, guys. So what we can do now?
Last time they played double shield.
No, yeah. I would Brede, you can play Bandit. Farty, you can play Legion or Azami top garage. Sheko play Fenrir, put the Fenrir set before. Or you play Fenrir,
I think Mirror is so good because he's bent. Like, you can't throw my toe every time. Okay. I should play the Mirror, you can play the Legions and the Azamis and stuff.
Okay, let's do that. I can play
A lot of work to be done. 3 rounds BDS need to find if they want any chance of winning their map pick. But you look back across the series, Tim, Consulate, yeah, it was 7-5, but it felt like Faze were in control for the majority of it. Chalet, it's their permaban. Faze don't play it.
Wow, what a shot.
All the way to max OT and then beyond before BDS took the win. Here, BDS are on the back foot.
What a fucking shot, dude.
Looms, threatening, menacing. Faze's map pick could be where it ends. It could be that 3-1 to Faze unless BDS can find a way back in here and now.
A test of mental fortitude coming up for Faze here, Des.
Come on, you can bring this back.
They've been here before. They've been on 6 rounds on Nighthaven Labs and it hasn't gone their way. They find themselves here again today. It does not determine the outcome of the match, but they still have to get this done. They still have to get this over the line.
I mentioned the offside, Tim, as well. Control storage is what
Come
I'm
on.
worried about. Might have got the other 2, but now you've got to win all 3. No mistakes allowed. I imagine you'll see relatively safe comps.
Rule 1, thank you for the 10 gifts, and I love you, bro. Thank you. W Rule 1.
To the Legion, in case there are a lot of shields being brought along. And here's just the one. The monster's been dropped away. Vidaking taking that away from KDS as KDS hops onto the Kappa Tower instead.
it just starts to feel a little bit reactionary for me from BDS. Rather than playing their game, it's kind of like they're trying to play it into Faze's game. And I think there's a fine line and sometimes that will work, but right now, I feel like that's just giving Faze a little bit too much space, a little bit too much leeway to do what they want to do, to get themselves into those positions where they're finding kills.
And a reminder again for Faze, last 3-6 invitationals they've lost.
Solotov's doing way better on defense.
By those before them, Kingmakers in their own right. But yet to wear the crown, it could just be one round and a map away from finally getting it. Where Cyber has been that guy for them so far.
That's literally their best player, bro.
Finds a response.
That's their best player, dude.
It's a huge pickup for BDS. It's exactly what they needed to kick things off in this round. We have Bitter King just looking to get himself onto the catwalk. We have an FNAT just triggered as well, just making the progress difficult, impeding Faze here. They are going to take out the mirror window.
Yes, Breeding, come on!
Bigger
Bring it back!
Down Bitter King.
Yes, Breeding!
Trick as well.
Bandit trick and a kill.
We're on another one of those big rounds that they seem to be able to find, Des.
I really want to be super excited about how well they're playing this round. Tim, but you're expected to win.
Let's fucking go!
Basement. It's that offside that I'm already thinking about in round 12 that has me a little bit nervous. Zero chance to get away from.
There it is!
And honestly, Tim,
Rule 1 with the 20 gifted. Rule 1, thank you for the 20 gifted, baby. W Rule 1 in the chat, man.
For Faze, sorry, is taken offline. But it's a big if. We've seen what he's done so many times.
Ole, ole, ole. Breeding, 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 breeding. Breeding's playing so good today, bro. So fucking good. Gets the kill and gets the bandit trick. That's how you play this fucking game. Come on, Breeding. Ole, ole, ole. Ole.
Have their say, of course. But right now, for BDS, it's about consistency, Des. It's about consistency, it's about getting in. And yeah, last round was a fantastic round. It was a great performance from them. But they need that round after round after round now. There's no excuses, there's no mistakes. There's no more opportunities for bad round, good round, bad round, good round. It's got to be solid, it's got to be consistent.
Rule 1 with the
And
31 gifted subs. God, this guy has aura. W Rule 1 in the chat, man.
Not funny, Tim. I think back to the
61 subs from Rule 1. Rule 1, I fucking love you, baby.
A place called Berlin. Do you remember who cast that one then? I can't remember actually. You have to remind me in a minute. Faze were involved in that series. It was ruling, it was the whole way through, and honestly, the crowd wasn't
coming back.
We had a small group of Faze supporters doing the ole, ole, ole.
I'm pretty sure some of the crowd are probably the same people.
During the dip of that, where the whole ole, ole, ole thing was, the response was, your shit, your shit. I want to hear that from you guys in the audience if you really think BDS can still do that. It's my God, do they need it. 2 rounds to go. This one, I'd expect them to win. It is that basement site. They were very comfortable there last time.
Come on, BDS.
Faze would shoot up and spat out by the time they were even seeing the basement of Nighthaven Labs.
Come on, BDS.
That's where I'll start to worry. But
so close, boys.
Occasional mistake that is
so close, boys.
Can't help but feel a little bit nervous. I like this, by the way.
Oh God, what are they doing? Oh God, don't peek that, don't peek him.
What's going on? Look at it, lovely.
I like that. So they
can't shoot back.
No, there's a couple of combinations.
Oh my God, he got out.
In this case, it's using the Ossa. Sometimes you'll put a smoke there, and you'll have a glass stood inside the smoke, and you just peek through immediately. But I really like this little variation of it by getting the Ossa in there behind the Talon shield. A nice attempt. Didn't pay any dividends for Faze.
Wasn't far behind a Shiko, but he's just being very cautious now. He knows that wall is starting to look like Swiss cheese. Turns out he's not a big fan. C4 takes out the drone. Worth. Not finding any players. Half the round elapsed at this point. Faze still trying to figure out their way through. For now, Animus is the main focus point for them. Got to start thinking about if they want to get that main breach opened up, they can get more vertical control, because Solotov right now is happily sat inside storage for no bother. Leakifat.
No, that's that. No.
Starting to get in this round.
I think they know that there's one inside of there. Cyber's looking for the challenge. The interesting thing from Faze here is they don't have a huge amount of vertical options. Very little, in fact. So it's not really too critical that they get in here. They need to find the kills more than anything to stop the vertical being used.
BD! Come on, BD!
Just to take down Cyber. 4 versus 4 now. 55 seconds left to go. And Faze, they are stalling out, Des. I feel they haven't brought the tools that they needed for this attack.
I think Vidiking's made a small mistake there. He stayed sat on the window rather than bolting in as Cyber pushed in towards Warehouse. A rare bit of miscommunication.
No.
Very likely. Vidiking now finally gets a bit of revenge though, bringing down Brede. But that's upstairs. 35 seconds to play, and yeah, they've got the numbers advantage, Tim. But I always say that clock becomes the 6th man as we get down to it, and FaZe could find themselves being forced to make errors.
Zolotov's just going to work his way back down here. Could have something to say, and will, as he takes down Handy. Vidiking does manage to get users onto Souls.
They have to play it! Hide! They have to play it!
For Faze with 10 seconds left to go. This is where they have to take the risk. For the risks, they start to pay off.
Hide! Yes! Come on, Zolotov!
A matter of seconds.
Oh my God, what a comeback! It was 5-1!
Back in the day, you never get kills there.
What a comeback!
What did I say, Tim? That clock becomes the 6th man. Close, but no cigar for FaZe. And then I hate to ruin the party and be a party people here, Tim, but it's that offsite again. It's control storage. They got rolled over last time around.
BDS! BDS! BDS!
Giving us a couple of rounds to build false hope, only for FaZe to take this one 7-5.
Well, the belief is certainly building here in Boston, that much is for sure. FaZe so close to having the big moment there to close out the round, but BDS somehow,
oh my God,
by the very tips of their fingers, by the very
yes, Zolotov, get in!
Very end of that round, we're able to close it out. Zolotov just proving his worth, proving how cool he remains under pressure to close it out. We head into round 12.
Fuck you, FaZe! Come on!
Regulation. And this is surely the one for them. This is surely the one. It's the offside.
Come on.
I can't repeat him.
No.
I'll lose my job. Wrong words. You know, it's building up between the fans in the same way it is in the
Dude, the fans are about to like fight, bro. Oh my God.
A little bit of life into his teammates.
Come on, BDS. That's a great comeback.
It's been a rough couple of
yes, Zolotov. Yes.
Since then, it's never really felt like they've had control of any of the games. They're showing their class and their prowess in this series. Because it feels like they're almost like the standing champion, and it's BDS who have to earn the right to challenge.
Nitro was pre-ripped, but will be put back in pocket. That will just give that little bit of an audio cue, should it be brought out again. Breach will begin to be open. This is something that we've said consistently throughout, just working down the side of that mirror window to create an opportunity to be able to move in and take control of IT. They need to have that verticality above. We've seen previously plants go down on the pillar. Vidiking got in there, put it down. It created a lot of panic for BDS. FaZe are going to be looking for a similar opportunity.
What was Mappers usually stepped inside of it? It's into storage and shots upwards, killed the player that was in IT. It's not an invincible spot to hold, but you definitely have the advantage. They've got what they need, a small slither of the map, slowly working their way across here. Vidiking taking a lot of control of this top floor, nothing being given over, a few shots landing into users and leaking back. But no one yet dying, and Zolotov, well, this is the problem, Tim. You're trying to make that solo hero play. You'll pay the price once FaZe start marching through.
They need to be a little bit cautious here, FaZe, with Vitiking's progress. He's got the diffuser in hand. The last thing they want is that down.
FaZe has number. Wait, they're double flanking. They're double flanking. They're double flanking, but he knows. He knows.
Putting the diffuser on the ground. At the minute, Shaiko could be a little bit of a problem. He's in that default plant spot, but might have to move now as the kills start to come in. Users does pick up the trade onto Souls. 4 versus 3.
Feels like he had no right to win that one, but has found his man. Bit of breathing room, creeps in, one on the window, the Monty inside. They've got to win this, but didn't expect the second player. Handy going aggressive. You
it's over.
See a player hold on the window and not feel the need to step in, but Handy takes matters into his own
It's over,
hands.
bro.
KDS is down. It's a 2 versus 3. We're down towards this last 30 seconds.
King is manoeuvring here, just trying to bully these last players. Handy with a double. He's going to close it out. And Faze, you take 9 Labs and take a 2-1 lead in the 6th Invitational 2025 Grand Final.
I hate to say I told you so, Tim, but that control storage site was always going to be the curse. BDS have to pick themselves up here. Faze are 1 map away. See you in a few.
go. Map 3, GG, we go map 3. Okay, no, we go map 4. Alright, chat, listen. I know, listen. I know it doesn't look good for BDS right now, but let me say this off the fucking rip. Just because you're losing the battle does not mean you're gonna lose the war. BDS can use this time, talk to the coach, talk amongst themselves, listen to Liquefact. They could win. If they win map 4, map 5 is anybody's fucking game. Faze definitely has the momentum right now. Faze definitely has the momentum. They won map 2, they won map 3. They played really good on Chalet. Map 4 is Clubhouse. BDS is the most coordinated attacking team in the world.
Welcome back, everybody.
FaZe struggles on attack. Like, FaZe is the best defensive team in the world. BDS is the best attacking team in the world. Club is such an important attacking map. BDS can and will win this map. I'm telling you. This is going to go map 5. Fucking trust me, alright? If you bet channel points on BDS, I'm not telling you to bet channel points on BDS, but I'm telling you to bet channel points on BDS. Don't be mad at me if they lose, but I'm pretty confident they're going to win, okay? I'm pretty fucking confident. Let's go. Lock the fuck in, man.
Display that beautifully of how well their defense. Honestly, it was the first time I've seen BDS throughout this entire tournament look so discombobulated and disconjointed in their attack setups, especially with Liquefact not being able to find the success and finding the pieces to move around. But again, for FaZe, they got over the hurdle. We were talking them back. Can they get this done? They're in the exact same scenario. Last year's SI, can they close it out? And they did. That's got to reassure them they are here. They can get it done.
I mean, the map really took into play here. Obviously, it's such a hard map to attack on. And when we saw BDS swap sides, I thought we were going to go to overtime. BDS was bringing it back. Both teams struggled on their attacks. But the difference is FaZe started defense first. Going up 5-1 is so difficult to climb back out of. And it really looked like BDS was not believing in each other's strategy. There was individual peaks time and time again once they were on their own defense that they thought they had to make hero plays to be able to bring them back, especially in that last round. It looked like they were a little scrambled mentally, but obviously they've been there before. They've lost these events before. FaZe has not let that affect them after Chalet. BDS cannot let them affect it after this.
I fear that this has been an issue with BDS throughout all of its rosters.
I'm telling you, don't give up in BDS, okay?
2021,
listen, I was concerned with Solitov. I thought he was fumbling. It was just blitz, bro. It's just because he's not that good at blitz.
Don't worry, I got
as soon as Solitov got on defense, bro, he turned that fucking game around. BDS is firing on all cylinders. So is FaZe. Every map has been close. Don't fucking give up on FaZe, bro. Don't fucking give up. Or BDS, my bad. Jesus, I meant to say BDS. Don't give up on BDS. They can win map 4, I'm telling you.
Life coming out of Shaiko in particular, but
FaZe are known for choking, bro. They are known for choking in SI.
BDS wants to bring on those attacks and play it and rely on those defenses just to close it out in attacking half. They can easily get it done.
I mean, BDS definitely needs some life because
they do.
Solitov were at the top of the leaderboard. We talked about how they were substantial on keeping BDS so strengthful throughout the whole year that the rest of the players that we're usually talking about, specifically Shaiko.
Shaiko had a bad game, yeah, but on Consulate, Shaiko went off, bro. It is what it is. You can't always go off every game. You can't always go off every game. Shaiko, listen, bro, listen. Shaiko's legacy is on the line. He knows that. Shaiko's not going negative on Clubhouse. Trust me. Shaiko's fucking legacy is on the line. He's not fucking up map 4. Trust me. Vamos, Shaiko. Stefan Lebruch. Vamos, Shaiko. Stefan Lebruch. Let's fucking go. Like, let's fucking turn up, bro. Let's go, BDS. Y'all can win this shit. I'm telling you. Crazier things have fucking happened, dude.
And not let them into any part of the site and closing out that round in a flawless round. Again, just the emphasis of how strong FaZe truly is on their defensive half.
I mean, you said Jesus made the play, but he was the first one going down.
Yeah.
So no play for him.
You weren't wrong, technically.
Technically not wrong.
True.
But somebody who's been making plays in this main stage grand final matchup.
Lock in, chat. Let's go.
He's been so good.
Chat, lock in. Let's go.
We talked about him the whole event, and he's coming alive in this matchup. He's been the best player on FaZe in the best of 5 so far.
Here's the question. Should FaZe lift the hammer? Would you consider Cyber the best player in the world in Rainbow Six?
Yes, 100%. Yes,
I mean,
yes.
He's on a team with Handy. That's tough.
If they win, yes, if they win.
That's a really tough beat.
I mean, I think realistically,
if they win,
one of those
yes,
players can be the best in the world here. It takes a team effort to get this far, and they are.
This game is not over, chat. I'm telling you, bro. Come on. This is not over.
In the history of the game, one good game or maybe 2 good maps, Who knows? Maybe I'd love to see.
I was genuinely concerned about Solotov selling. I really was when he was fucking 0-6 on Blitz. As soon as Solotov got on defense, he teed up. Just get Solotov off of Blitz. I'm telling you. Sometimes Siege is very simple. Like, it's not some big grand reason why you're winning or losing. Sometimes you have the wrong player on the wrong op. Solotov, with all due respect, I know you're 1,000 times better than me at this game. I already know that. You're a pro. I'm not a pro. Solotov, that was some of the worst Blitz gameplay I've seen in years, dog. Years. Now, on defense, Solotov, that was world class. You literally brought BDS back into that game. Get that motherfucker off of Blitz. I don't care. He's a beast. Just not on Blitz. Get him off of Blitz. They can come back. I'm telling you, bro, they literally lost 3 attacking rounds because Solotov got first picked on Blitz every single attacking round. They can win this game. It is not over. BDS can win, I'm telling you. Just correct roles. Just correct the roles. Get Solotov off Blitz. Or don't even bring Blitz. Get him on BB or something, bro. Get him off Blitz. That was terrible. Will we have to buy CJX? Yo, McBuckets. I'm not frustrated at you, but I'm frustrated. Because this is now this would be probably the 4th time I've said this today. CJX is not a new game. You don't need to buy CJX. It is not a new game. It is an update. You don't need to buy it. It's an update. They're making the graphics better. They're making the sound cues better. The game's gonna be bigger. They can add more maps. They're fixing the anti-cheat. That's what CJX is. You don't need to buy it. It's an update. For the 4th time today. Now 5th. It's not next gen only. Coolio Don. What about what I just said was next gen only? Did I say that? I never said that. I never once said that, actually. One time. Those words never came out of my mouth, dude. Holy shit. That's 5 times now today. 5. Okay, now people are just trolling. But no, I'm telling you, it's free. All right, CJX is free. It's an update. CJX is an update. It doesn't cost money. Hi Vice, that's not true. Hi Vice, get out of the PC right now. That's not true. CJX is a free game, guys. It's a free game. Hi Vice, get it off the fucking screen. It's a free game. It's not even a game. What am I saying? It's an update. CJX is literally just an update. The amount of people that think they need to walk into a GameStop and buy a disc version of CJX is concerning. It is an update. Update. Try to cry. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Appreciate you. Try to cry. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Try to cry. Thank you for the 10 gifted. W. Try to cry. Bro, but it's not all rage bait. It's not all rage bait. I know some of it. Listen, this is where I get mad. Because I know some of it's rage bait, but some of it isn't. And I'm like a broken record over here saying you don't have to buy CJX. It's a fucking update. I know it's not all rage bait. That's the part that's annoying. That's the part that's annoying, bro. That's all it is. What does this guy want? High Vice. Not a good time, dog. Not a... How do I buy CJX? Best Buy or Walmart? You don't buy CJX. It's an update. Get that order out of my fucking face right now, Ivas. Because you think this shit's a game, and there are people in this chat that are not rage baiting, and they're asking the same question, and I'm losing my mind here. You don't have to buy CJX. So high vibes for the 11th time. Since it's not a new game, you wouldn't lose progress. Get the order off the screen
out whether or not
now.
It will be Team BDS
or Faze Clan that becomes the 6th Invitational 2025 World Champions. Now, we know, of course, that the winning team gets to raise in the air one of the most iconic pieces of silverware in all of esports, the hammer. But what you might not know is each individual member of whichever roster does manage to become triumphant today gets a piece of history to keep forever as well. 2 prizes for each team member. Number 1 being this, the trophy that you get to keep in your home.
That's
forever.
clean.
Imagine waking up every morning, looking at that, knowing, I did it. Plus, you get this. Now, I've got to be careful with this. It's really heavy. It is a keyboard. 6th Invitational 2025 branded by GMK in partnership, and it is truly beautiful. Look at the back. Let me see if I can show you this. Like I say, all in the SI Boston 2025 gold color scheme.
That's clean.
And that is yours forever as well. Imagine winning both of them. Just a little bit more pressure for each of our players.
That is a sick-ass keyboard that you get there at the end.
Hard.
And Ian is a strong man, so imagine it took so much effort to lift it up. Must be made out of gold, if anything. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the main stage here at the MGM Music Hall at Fenway Park, and we potentially are 1 map away from making history. Faze Clan on the cusp of closing it all. All they need is 1 more map, and that map is Clubhouse. What's their history like? Does it favor them and put them in the driver's seat?
It absolutely does. You know, we talked about the round differential where Faze was already up 100 rounds over BDS. And again, on Clubhouse, they have played this map 6 times so far here throughout this tournament, but with BDS only playing it once. So if you got to look at that result, in terms of practice and sample size, Faze has that in their back pocket.
If you're BDS, you have to be worried a little bit going on to Clubhouse just because it's a comfortable map for Faze. The attacks matter the most. But the defenses, you can get a really good run, especially on how strong it is defensively. Attacks, though.
Yo, John just gifted 25 subs. John, give me that dick. Well, actually, let me slow down. John, as long as you're a consenting adult, give me that dick, John. Let's fucking go, John. Thank you for the 25 gift. Let's fucking go, man. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, brother. W John in the chat. Make sure you thank John if you got gifted.
Absolutely. I mean, and we just talked about it with BDS, the mental shakeage.
Fucking go, John. Come on, man.
We're now going to see if it affected BDS.
Let's go, John.
It's a fundamental map. It's all about trades. It's all about teamwork. On Nighthaven
2016, I got like a sale. They ain't let me out. Money, I'm talking. You know that I'm bottom up, and I ain't never seen a
that's
draw.
not the BDS that we typically are used to seeing. And on a map like Clubhouse, you need to be more focused on your fundamentals more than anything.
He's not 3. Chat, you're not 3, bro. No 3-year-old is gifting up. Is 25 subs.
Gentlemen,
no.
It is a spelling disaster for all the EU fans that are watching right now.
He's not 3.
Myself, but I'm gonna ask
That's not
Boston
even
here,
accurate.
Potentially one more time. Are Faze taking this?
Map 4, let's go. Dialed it in. Dialed it in.
Are BDS pushing it to map number 5? You heard it here first. Give the people what they want. Up to Ace and Days. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Milosh. All that talk about Faze on this map.
Dialed it in.
We sat here a couple of maps ago and said if it goes
Fucking
this
go,
way,
John.
we see Faze winning it. But looking at the stats, BDS, no slouches on Club Tim.
2016, I got like a sale. They ain't let me out.
Not, but the problem that BDS have got now, they're not just playing against Faze, Des, they're playing against themselves. This is where it starts.
Come on, BDS. Come on. Francia, it's a two Paris.
Whether they try to keep them out or
Let's
not,
go.
The memories will come
All of France is cheering for you guys. Every Shaiko fan is cheering for you guys, bro. Every Licky Fact fan is cheering for you guys. Lock the fuck in right now. Let's go. Yo, Shaiko, I'm gonna be honest. You're the heart and soul of this organization. Everybody knows it. The whole world knows it. Shaiko, we need a big game out of you. Just like you did it on concert, okay, Shaiko?
Which means our bans will be reversed.
Hi guys, it's not a new game!
Take out the first attacker.
It's the same game!
You feel like
it's an update, it's not a new game.
It's such an easy thing to say that BDS need a strong start. Of course they need a strong start here, but looking at what has gone on so far, Des.
Oh my god. Core with the 100 gifted. Core, I fucking love you, man. I'm about to puke. That literally came out of nowhere. Core, thank you so much, bro. W Core in the chat.
The thing that it does the man when you don't have this on side And to be fair, this is why the Kai ban kind of works against it. And I think it makes sense that they want to take the Kai away here when Maverick has been banned against him. It's
We're about to hit 91K.
Counter-banning almost by Faze.
This shit is insane.
It will demand that you bring things like a Thatcher along. To make
We
sure
literally
those
were at
walls definitely get
88K
opened up.
this
It
morning.
takes
We're
away
about
some
to
of the
hit
attacking
91K.
teeth from Faze.
This
So
shit
don't blame
is
BDS at all in what they've gone for.
Proud, I think of it the tier 1.
That maybe be a more impactful ban that they could have looked towards. Not really been
Core,
too
I
fussed
fucking love
by
it. Yo,
the Shield.
lock in, let's
They
go!
even know.
Leaky, let's go! Bring this team together, Leaky. Come on,
Saying that
that's
Shield
what you
haven't
fucking
dominated
do.
the
You're a
series
leader.
like it has others throughout the tournament.
No, I would agree, but we've got to remember on Clubhouse there are some real opportunities for those shields. You think about the dirt push into basement.
Here we go, chat. This is it. If FaZe wins, it's over. If BDS wins, it goes map 5.
How often do we see that used?
This could be a decider.
And take the ground and push on into sight. When you're talking about catwalk defense, take a Monty, get up there, clear it off. Really, really powerful on Clubhouse, and I'm sure, given that they picked it in round 1, that FaZe are going to be looking to abuse that.
Right down to the base we go for round 1, and Leaky Back, as you can see on your screens, is up on that top floor, getting some of them mute jammers down. Trying to kind of drag FaZe into this fight around the map. Our main concern is where BDS have bled out in a number of rounds throughout this series. Has been having individual roamers out around the map and getting punished when FaZe realise what's going on.
Bless, thank you for the 5 gifted. Bless, appreciate it.
SSG roam popularised on this map, leaning into Mute, leaning in towards Mozzie and Vigil to cause a bit of bother. Surely they have the understanding here that that was a Nook coming in and firing a few shots.
Come on, Shaiko. I need you now more than ever, Shaiko. Leaky, Leaky, Leaky with the flank. Leaky, 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 Leaky.
His entry record this series is looking poor. Leaky Back also punished like I said, Tim. They will punish these roamers, and BDS already are down to just 2 players.
This is a terrible start for the EU side as they continue to be bullied by the
Shaiko.
shield. Shaiko finds one, but can do no more as Souls and KDS.
Okay, that was the... I'm not even kidding when I say this. That was the worst possible start.
You can see
that was the worst possible start.
From them. It seems to be wearing them down, Des, and FaZe right
that was
now.
the worst possible start.
We watched them coming back in from the break. They were laughing with each other. They look calm, cool, collected. They look ready to go and take a title.
And wouldn't they deserve it, Tim? Instead, 3-6 invitationals in a row. They've been kingmakers. They've lost to the eventual champions, been knocked out by them.
Oh God, the crowds are fighting too.
Might not have always been in the grand final. There's always one in their own minds, I'm sure.
Come on, Shaiko, baby.
Now should be their time. Another fun stat, actually.
We all believe in you, Shaiko. We all believe in you.
Social media yesterday shared that
everyone believes in you, Shaiko. This is your fucking year, bro. This is your SI.
To win SI the next year. We saw it out of NIP. We saw it out of W7M. Maybe the FaZe become that 3rd team to do just that. The fact that Bitterkin can walk down main stairs and do that, that should not be happening.
No, it really shouldn't, and that's the point. It's not about losing a round for BDS.
Let's go, chat. Hey, let's go. Lock in. Let's go.
You are losing that round. At the minute, on the rounds that they lose, they don't feel competitive. On the rounds that they do, yeah, they maybe have a big hero play. They'll maybe get somebody going, get a 2 or a 3K, and they win the round comprehensively. But they are becoming fewer and far between.
Very, very clear on where momentum sits in this series, and it is not with the defenders. Let's see how this round plays out, though, see if BDS bounce back and give us a bit of a game on this one. Otherwise, if we see it running away from them, then you start to feel very, very nervous for them. Bit of King here, straight up in towards Catwalk, as they'll try and take this cash CCC control. It's not where the site is, but the sooner they can get it cleared out and they can force Yuzu, so Leaky back, even Shaiko, the better. Also, players working in from below. Yuzu's on this clash is going to be a little bit of a nuisance, but has to respect pressure that can come in from bottom red stairs.
The range is just a little bit too far there. I think Yuzu's just zapping a couple of warning shots.
Come on, Leaky. Leaky, you gotta land this C4. Come on, Leaky. Oh my God, Yuzus is gonna call out for Leaky to throw it. Yuzus is gonna tell Leaky when to throw it. Oh my God. Throw it, Leaky. Good try, Leaky. Really good try. Unlucky that Habana fell back. It's like they fucking knew or something. Good try. Good try, Leaky. Good try, Leaky. That's an aggressive C4. That's my type of C4. You gotta go for those C4s. That's my type of C4.
Keeper's used to cover the retreat back in towards site. You've wasted a minute and a half. It's not bad. Problem is, you now leave FaZe with a minute and a half to get set up on this site.
90 seconds.
They can now play on the south balcony. You need control of this side of the map, so you can play on south balcony and play on the gym and bedroom windows.
Come on, Leaky.
Now they have that as an option. One thing to note, Tim, they have not opened Jacuzzi Breach. There is no late round backstab that BDS need to worry about yet, and that clash is still standing.
The problem that BDS have here is that they're being pushed deeper and deeper. They're now in a smaller and smaller group. They're limited pretty much to Lodge, Shower, and the Jacuzzi Breach corridor. That's all they've got to work with. Faze,
oh.
It's going to be difficult for them to
Shaiko! You're so smart. You're so smart, Shaiko.
Into construction and takes down Handy.
You're so smart,
There's no
Shaiko.
trade swing coming out there.
Oh my god, he's so good at his arm.
To keep KDS at bay. This one going over
He's
is
so good at making plays with his army. That's what you do, Stefan.
He's still playing below here with shotgun in hand. It's worth noting. They can't comfortably plant inside of this site.
Yes. Numbers, no time, and numbers, no time. Close this out.
And starts a bit of a comeback. 4v3 for BDS, and the clock is now starting to work against Faze.
This has been a really promising round for BDS, despite being forced back so deep into side. They've played their game plan. They've fallen away at each opportunity without taking a loss. Faze
kill the planner. That's all that we need to kill. That's all that's important. The planner. Kill the planner.
Gets himself inside. He's going to be able to put this down potentially.
Yes, Shaiko. Yes, Shaiko. Yes, Shaiko. Yes, Stefan. Shaiko, but that's how you make fucking plays. I told you. We need a big fucking map 4, Shaiko. A big map 4. Let's fucking go, Stefan.
For the EU side.
Come on, Shaiko. Come on. See how he makes those plays? He has that fucking vision. Y'all see that? He runs right through the Azami.
They could be down and out, Tim, and you still have the chance coming through. Don't want to get too excited about one round there. Losing in the basement feels a little bit unforgivable. Much better on gym and bedroom. I wouldn't say it comes down to that time wasting out towards Cash and CC. Much more on Shaiko being willing to swing like he does here.
Yeah.
Getting away with a freebie shouldn't have happened when there's 2 players in there and a player on the window. Faze had him dead to rights. He's got away with daylight murder. A wonderful shot onto Souls to boots. And they really are having to fight tooth and nail for every single kill in these rounds. Faze are not making it easy. Now we go to Cash and CC.
I mean, it's yet another spot inside of construction that's been sort of informally named after him. You can't expect him to allow Faze to just keep themselves stood in there. For me, I think on the attack there, Faze,
come on, Shaiko. More of that, Shaiko. More of that.
They got in there. And
Shaiko, you gotta make plays, bro. You are the fucking playmaker of this team. Leaky's the leader. You're the playmaker. Keep making those fucking plays, Stefan. That's what you do, Shaiko. That is. Come on, Shaiko. Come on. Come on, Shaiko!
We're not losing bodies.
Come on, Shaiko!
We're not being punished for this. And that was the big problem Faze need to deal with.
If Jacuzzi was open, they don't stop that plant going down, I expect, because they have no pressure coming in from the hallway. Just one for Faze there. The consideration needs to be on ensuring there are enough angles to pressure BDS from. Even if you don't put someone on those angles, it's more about the phantom pressure it creates. Having a breach open, you can't always tell if there's a player out there waiting for you, Tim, but you have to assume there is. Otherwise, you lose your life for nothing, and that's how rounds slip away. Still, see how things go next time we come back to that site, I imagine, in round 5. For now, I said the focus is on Cash and CC. Faze have largely got control of the master bedroom side of things. They've all been given it by BDS. They've got a bit of control inside of Garage itself. But I've otherwise said, Faze, it's yours to take as you please. We'll let you have that ground, but we will fight you when you start looking at the site.
Not going to be pushing to take catwalk control, all going to be master side, as you say, but you bring the Monty last time and you clear the catwalk when it's not a CCTV site, and then you don't bring it along this time and leave Leaker back to play there. Again, maybe questions that will be asked of Faze in the next couple of rounds if this one doesn't go their way.
Come on, Shaiko!
An answer to Shaiko, but not
good
before
try.
He can
1 for 1, 1 for 1.
He can't protect his teammate. All he can do is find retribution.
It's the Blackbeard that goes offline. The fear for Faze here, Tim, is they haven't actually got lots of utility to execute with. They've got everything for the setup. Preventing the flats coming out with the Nomad, getting the breaches opened up, flashes they can toss in and fragnates. They've done a lot of that already. So at this point, BDS, as long as they dig in deep, I struggle to see how Faze actually managed to pull off the successful execute here. They need to get another kill or 2 if they want to get this diffuser down, and that is hard without loads of utility on side.
Just going to see the Selma charge tricked away as well. Solotov manages to find Souls. Just going to see the
he shot the C4. I mean, wow.
As it comes through the window towards KDS, but Faze are stalled out here. They don't have catwalk, but they do now. Vita King goes in and just claims that for his own. KDS onto Solotov, and this is the team like Faze. They can always find kills, Des.
30 seconds to play with here. Bidiking's got that long angle. Do not expose yourself here, Usus, or you are in trouble. He just got to hold on, and Brede, standing up tall, 2 kills in the round for himself, has staved off this onslaught from Faze. KDS now pushing in through this doorway. They hear the sound. They have to swing at the same time here, but they can also play clock tip. There's 10 seconds to go. If he pauses to get rid of the Guman, he probably runs out of time.
Hide.
The diffuser down, needs 2 kills, and BDS are going to play it patient. Give him nothing. Down to 1.
Yes!
Through the clock.
Come on!
Well played by BDS, but a bit scary there in the middle of that round. And Faze still showing. They've got teeth.
Yeah, BDS locking in there, certainly playing that 2v1 better than they did the one back on Chalet. This time just keeping themselves out of danger, locking it down, getting the round. 2-1 they start. Let's not forget they picked the defensive side. We would expect a better half to start with from BDS. They need to make sure that they're getting enough rounds that Faze aren't able to run back at them when they get on the defense in the second half.
Come on.
Like I say, we definitely can't see BDS as slouches on this map. Their record, 6-2 over the last year. Happy to play their
Come on, chat.
It hasn't just been picked against them. Same as like Consulate in a way when I look at it. That was second favourite map for BDS, and Faze picked it. I was a little bit nervous for them.
Go, Psycho.
They got the job done. Now BDS really need to fight their way in. So far, after that first quarter, they're up 3 rounds. Good start. Faze are not going to
Come on, Psycho.
They'll change their own ideas here. Last
Step in the blue. Come on, Psycho.
Basement and absolutely wipes BDS to the face of the planet. More the same I expect with Handy moving over to that blitz. Why change away from what's worked so well before? The Capitao and the Ying also going to make this.
Come on, Psycho!
Yeah, exactly that. Last time it was the blitz push down through blue. We'll see whether he positions himself there again.
For Francia!
Looking for that early.
Come on, Psycho!
I feel like that's the end.
Come on, Psycho!
Get themselves into the rounds quickly. Get up in the faces of Faze. Just inject a little
2 to 1.
Into what has otherwise been a very strategic game of Siege.
It's the same sort of thing we were speaking about back on Chalet, right? You've been willing to challenge the attackers early. Don't give them enough time to get the full surround and get ready for an execute, because if you give it to them, well, they'll do pretty damn well with it. Faze being a little bit cautious here as well, making sure they've got a full map clear being considered. Last time round we had Leaky back up on this top floor, trying to cause a bit of bother on the mute, but they just sliced him off on main stairs. The Nook of Souls getting in and doing a little bit of damage. Vidaking with the 2k down that main stairs too. Made it extra difficult. On setting below here, a C4 up onto that wall below. Leaky Fat was fishing, but they backed away a bit too soon here. These are not going to make the kind of mistakes that mean you get 3 kills, I'm afraid.
This is a much more winnable round for BDS. Last time we saw them defend this, as you said, they lost 2 bodies really quickly when they were trying to rotate back to site. BDS are not a team that would generally defend this site all over the map. They're all back on site this time. They're going to be confident of their positions, and they're going to try to hold them for as long as possible. It's up to Faze to try and disrupt them. The first area that they're going to try to do that most likely is going to be blue stairs. Try and get in there, open the hatch, try and move that as army.
Well, you had the Candelas on the Ying coming down main stairs at the same time as Handy. Got the Capitao moving down blue. And we've seen that so many times, Tim.
Come on, Leaky!
Down towards Church Wall. Doesn't always get in a kill, but teams who aren't aware of that, they pay the price. And it's funny because BDS, Shaiko, I always think of, was a player that would play that spot and get many kills from that position. Leakafak who's paid the price, so Bandit taken offline, a C4 also removed.
And what it's indirectly done is free up blue as well, because Shaiko's had to dip deeper. He now needs to be playing more toward door to replace that position that Leakafak was lost from. He's still trying to hold on to blue, but his attention is split. He doesn't know where the pressure is going to come from. He knows he's got the blitz on this side of him. 45 seconds left to go, Faze. They've got everything they need here. They just need to be careful that they don't stall out and let this one slip away.
Still getting a couple of hatches opened up here as well, but for the most part, it is done. We've had the first fireball coming into blue to move. Shaiko is now back in blue, uses, I'm pretty sure, dropping smokes on towards Handy here, inside of Moto. So trying to keep him at bay and isolate out gunfight.
20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds.
Himself in and waiting.
No.
KDS marches his way down.
Psycho!
Psycho! 2 quick kills to BDS. Get the other side guessing, and Faze have got to find
Psycho!
Here.
Psycho! Psycho! Psycho!
He's going off, Tim. Finally finds himself down now. Uses has got to
Run!
The blitz just having to make a choice here, Handy. Let's see if the swing will
Use us.
You cannot
That's the hardest cell of the
keep
game.
giving rounds like this
Uses.
away.
All you have to do
on
was
the
just
biggest
hide.
stage
Shaiko
of
killed
them
3
all.
people for nothing.
Timeout for Faze.
Shaiko killed 3 people for nothing.
Não, é o seguinte, vamos fazer um pouco mais mais diretas, tá
Why
ligado?
even call a timeout?
De abrir o server meu, só que abrir o server
Why
pode
even
ser
call a
um pouco mais
timeout?
complicado ali no banco do dinheiro. Então eu preciso que o KD pegue o track bid, aí tu faz o montanha, saca, subindo, e o Soul faz o capitão.
He only pushed because that guy made no
Vou abrir
sound.
aquela parede do céu de qualquer jeito ali.
If he moved, if Blitz would have moved a muscle, he would have knew that he wasn't planting. But because Blitz didn't move a muscle, he didn't know and he wanted to take a guess. In that scenario, you should only ever sprint when there's 0 seconds left. You should never sprint when there's a second left.
I'm playing bot still.
Chad, he's not bad, he's just nervous, bro. He's not bad. Uses is really good. Uses is really good. He's insanely good. He's just
we don't leave
nervous,
server side on this one, guys.
You should have waited till there was 0.00 that forces Blitz to plant, or the round ends, and then he sprints.
Very frantic when
Shaiko just dropped the fucking triple for no
I can
reason.
tell you as well, we've got a great view of the players down from where we are. And when that round was lost, there was a lot of eyes being rubbed on the side of BDS, a lot of heads in hands, and just really not sure how to react to it.
If he would have moved, Usus would have knew he wasn't planting, but because he didn't move, Usus took a guess.
Heartbreaking for the boys in blue. Elation for the ones in orange. I understand as well, if there's no info on site and you assume the planet's going down, you don't want to give him a chance to come up and force a 1v1.
No.
But maybe just, well, literally,
That's a big
0.45 of a second too soon.
No.
BDS pay the price. They could be up to 3-1. Faze keep things square at 2 apiece. We heard during the attack timeout, BDS want to hold Cash and CC more aggressively. They don't want to give it away. They backed away last time and had all 5 on site. It did require a moment of bravery from Shaiko to challenge aggressively into construction to get a freebie. There was no response from Faze. I don't think they'll get away with the same joy.
Shaiko's literally carrying. Bro, this game Shaiko's carrying, as expected.
BDS, it might start to stack up here and feel like, what can we do? Shaiko, as you said, had a huge round inside of blue. He really did grab that one by the scruff of the neck, but it wasn't enough. And that will start to mount up on BDS, the pressure that they will start to feel. As if there is just nothing they can do that is right. Faze on the attack here, don't forget. It's their map choice. They'll be looking towards that defensive half. If they can get 3 here, they're going to feel confident that they can wrap this up.
Just making it too easy at this point, BDS, I'm afraid. Faze a bit too on the money.
Shaiko died.
Too present, too aware. Too locked in, you might say. BDS trying to find anything they can. They are paying the price. Bit of a rush into the site. 2 quick kills come through. Can they dance back here and get rid of the Twitch? Cyber coming in behind and finds the man he needs.
2v2, there's 2 minutes left.
2v2. Breeday uses to hold on. And now just uses. Can he make up for last round? No, he cannot. Faze up 3-2 on the attack.
That was the fastest round of the day.
That is most certainly one
That was the fastest round of the day.
One more step on Faze's journey towards lifting that hammer, towards laying to rest the ghosts of 2024.
I really wanted this to be Shaiko's
Getting
year,
the 3 rounds on the attacking half is a big
Once
step for
SSG
them.
got knocked out, dude.
Enormous.
I really wanted this to be
Absolutely
Shaiko's year.
And BDS
He deserves it more
gambled
than
their
like
last
anybody that
defensive
doesn't have
round
a
on
hammer
bar
yet.
and staged him.
I'm not gonna lie, he's getting
Figured out
sold
every
this
other
game. I
side.
mean, that round was his fault,
Time to
but
try
he
something
went,
a little bit
to go
different.
make a play.
Bar and
As
stage
the
one of those
playmaker, that's
sites
gonna
that
happen.
We don't see that often.
You can't always make
And
the
you
play.
see some really interesting defenses on it. Sometimes leveraging all
Wow,
3
that
forces
was,
of
I'm not gonna lie, Uses his cell was probably the
Sometimes
biggest
it
cell
looks fantastic and teams
I've seen at
often
SI,
crumble
either
defense.
that
Look
or
at
when Canadian got off the plant.
At the Berlin
I'm gonna
Major,
give
in that
Uses the
final
biggest
round,
cell of
it was
SI
won on this exact
just
site.
because of the stakes
Defended
of
it
that round.
extremely well.
Oh,
BDS,
and also well
things
played
are
by
already a
Andy,
little
but
bit
you should never be sprinting there
draining.
unless
The team looking like they're running on empty.
Because then it's like,
They
okay,
can't find
worst
a
case
way out of the
scenario, you'll
situation
use
they're
this
put
and
in.
you let him get the
It
plan.
feels like
It's like,
a
okay, now it's a
huge risk.
1v1. But like, that scenario,
was
bro,
a key
just sprinting,
factor
that's so
back
bad.
on the day you mentioned in Berlin, Des. And I'm pretty sure that that one still stings. for
That
Faze.
stings, bro.
And I don't think they're going to allow the same thing to slip by again. Let's see as it plays out. Still doing setup there as we see the wall getting opened up by Faze. BDS just needs to be cautious that they don't get caught out.
You seem a bit surprised by it as well. Like, oh, the wall's open. They've gone for it pretty quick, and I don't blame them. We've seen some ridiculous kills through that wall. And it's opened up. Remember one from a long time back, construction site. Walls left soft, someone sprayed through it. Killed a clash, it was on bedroom door. Absolutely bonkers, you just never know what you'll get. And start things out a little bit quicker. Take a few pot shots through. Could have been users falling away very early in the round. Choco's doing his best in this game, it's worth stressing, Tim. The only one positive at 7-4. Every day you can look at a 3-3 if you like. On the other side for Faze, I spoke about this earlier in the series. Lowest is 3, highest is 5. It's not the Cyber show, it's not the Vida King show, it's not the Handy show. Every player is involved in this lead.
Vida King just trying to move in there. He's going to get the castle barricade open, so that starts a little bit of progress. They need to be aware of that top floor. We can see from the silhouette ahead of us that the castle barricade on gym door is potentially going to be open. That's going to leave an angle down through that hatch. Souls manages to find Solotov. Great start for Faze. That takes down the castle.
No, dude, not like this, bro. Not off of the fucking 1v1 cell.
Mappy was sat at 7 and 9, and it just seems to be getting worse as the series wears on. They're getting a nice
They're planting. They're planting. How are they planting?
Trying to retake, and the Nomads doing all the work they need. KDS.
All right, flip side, flip side.
Round down, closed, locked up, offering nothing to the other side. Brede can do nothing but look on as his team are about to lose their 4th defensive round of the half.
Faze just will not be stopped at the minute. Brede just trying to get a little bit of intel, any sort of morsel that he can work on. Manages to pick up one, but Cyber is there, ever present for Faze to close out the round. And the Brazilians go one step closer. 3 more rounds, Des. 3 more rounds will do it. They move on to the defense, and right now, BDS look
Dude,
broken.
I understand why Shaiko's upset, but bro, he's got to get out of his head.
I've seen these pictures so many times
shrugging.
before.
He's got to get a good mental.
BDS players.
If Shaiko has a bad mental,
hands,
especially like with his talent, it's raps, bro. They
most
need
importantly,
Shaiko.
or most
they
obviously,
fucking need Shaiko.
Silence.
Oh
One
man,
voice trying to command
really
them, running the team
there.
around.
That was just pure panic. You can't
As
blame
we've seen
him, but
twice already this year, it cannot be
I mean, you
enough.
can't blame him for being nervous.
Faze have got that secret sauce today, Tim.
Oh my god,
they just look amazing.
They're cooking. There's very little mistake being made by this team. Playing trades off the back of each other. Everything is considered. Very rarely have we seen them let BDS slip the net and get away with a kill. Now that side switch, maybe you'll see some magic. BDS are on the attack. They started out so strong, back on Chalet, but they can't afford to drop any more than 3 rounds.
There is absolutely no question that this Faze team turned up meaning business today.
3 rounds.
Cyber particularly has just taken this one and guided his team through it 1 map at a time. Unsurprisingly, he sits at the top of the overall ratings for Faze, but not far behind are all the other players who have played a phenomenal part so far in getting Faze to within 3 rounds. But there is still an awful lot of siege to be played. BDS, it's time to start fighting back on.
Come on, Psycho.
I think back to the number of missed dronings that BDS had on labs. Feel a little bit nervous for Faze, to be honest, Tim. Well, nervous one for BDS, to be fair. Faze are the ones capitalising on the back of it. For the most part, they're dug in here. Pretty much everyone back on site. Faze don't feel the need to go aggressive. I spoke about this throughout the series. They're a team that don't like to play hyper-aggressive out on their own. On Shadow, they had no choice. Over here, they can afford to be a bit more defensive. Sitting behind all this utility they've got, they can waste so much time away from BDS. We've seen them struggle with the clock at multiple points in the series as well.
It's just a case of no matter what BDS seem to try, there is just always an answer, always a response from Faze. It's like they've almost seen the game play out ahead of time, and they know what's coming next, and they're ready for it.
First phone call.
Halfway through the round, the phones will begin to buzz. Cyber just dips himself away. Yellow ping is there. They know his position. They have to get this entry. They can't lose it.
Yes!
Users,
yes,
users.
users.
Gets the kill. A good start from BDS. Something for them to build on in the round.
Don't realize about the cross, and no! Solotov's found on his way out.
How?
Top with oil, Tim. Once you start walking up that corridor, you're dead to rights. If they know you're there. The C4 over the top finds one more. KDS being short alive a little bit. Walks away with 3/4 of HP though. They can afford to dig in now.
The real problem that BDS have got at the minute is the position of Vita King. He's just inside of Armory. BDS were showing all their presence towards blue, trying to push down there and take that ground, but Vita King's just holding that tight angle from the door. So BDS have had to move. They've had to try and work an alternative. KDS spraying through. He knows that one has dropped Moto. He's taking a look. He can't find his man. But there's Vita King. I said from this position that he was going to hurt them, and it's Shaiko who gets cut down. Brede continues fighting. 30 seconds for BDS.
Sure,
can't really plant. Use this. Yes!
They have no idea that he's there. Onto his backside he goes. Got to be careful.
Try to work a plant now. Try to work a plant now.
Better time for this plant to go on down, but Handy is lurking, Tim. I think Brede's got an idea that he's here, and he would be right. This might be a mistake. Letting him in towards Moto. He's got himself tucked back inside the site here. In a great spot, and Yuzus might just run head first into him. Brede alone in a 1v2, and it has collapsed once again. FaZe are 3 steps ahead at every turn, Tim. BDS are on the ropes.
The difference that we see there at the end of that round is their ability to work as a team.
Timeout, Tim. Let's have a listen.
Guys, the only thing I see right now, it's a team give up. This is the only thing I see. Everyone. So what you want to do? You want to give up right now and we go back at home, or you want to fight until your death?
Until my death.
So do it, guys. Right now. Now! Not tomorrow, now! What the fuck are you doing? Please! It's time to fucking wake up, guys!
Let's check the setups and don't hesitate, by the way.
And we have to play more fast, more together. We will say it every time, we have to do it!
I feel like we hesitate as well. Just fucking pick Thatcher, fucking blitz.
Yeah,
just take shields. I'd rather lose trying to do that than just all wait around.
It's like this, Jim. You can actually do the full clear like the RCB.
I respect it. Because it's the same things that we've noted throughout the series, Tim. They talk about it in the attack timeout, and it still seems to miss. They don't ever quite put into practice the things that they speak about. I respect it.
We've got a little call in from Alphama. He's just going to interject for us here.
Oranges, man, you've heard Stu Flex. Now is the wake-up time. Now is the time where BDS is on the verge of getting eliminated. And I will tell you, they have 2 win conditions. The first one, they need to bring shields, just like they said. They're missing aggression right now. So the second one is Shaiko. Shaiko is the savior for this team right now. He dropped the ball. He was one of the biggest guys, uncontrolled, to bring this back. He dropped the ball the last map. He was the best fragger on this team on the defense side. With Deimos banned, he's the one that plays in the big, strong positions. With Capitao on blue, he's the one that needs to step it up for his team. Let's take a look at Shaiko right now, because if one guy can save this team, it's him right now.
I think he's very spot on there, Leo.
Come on, Shaiko.
I think it requires more than just one man to save this team, though. It requires voices, Tim.
Yeah.
It's been quiet.
Look, the end of that last round, as I was going to say, the teamwork, the difference was evident. Handy and Souls worked together as a team brilliantly. Souls had the long angle from boxers to cover his man, who'd hidden himself away. Users pushed in on his own. Souls cuts him down. Brede pushes on his own.
Take the map quickly. Take the map quickly. Let's go. Quick.
Had to push at the same time there. So yes, maybe Users loses his life, but at least they get the kill onto Handy. And then it's a 1v1. They get the trade, but the timing wasn't there. Maybe the communication wasn't there. But for FaZe, it certainly was. And they are not making a single mistake at the minute.
They're looking like very deserving winners to meet him. Just 2 rounds stand between them and that hammer. BDS, that is their last time out they will get, unless they can recover this map and send us through to Sky. It has felt since Chalet, they've been on the back foot. But the Brazilian side have been the ones in control. It's looking to carry on just that way. Bulletproof taken out, but look at the C4s as well in FaZe's back pocket, Tim. They've got 3 of them to play behind. BDS could be walking into a trap here.
BDS are playing under such intense pressure as well. Of course, Stu Flex says what he has to. They have to fire themselves up at this point, but the pressure to not make that mistake, to not be the one to die, must be immense right now. And it will start to affect the way that they play. Right now, they're working the windows. They've got themselves secure. They know they're not going to be pushed from CCTV. BDS now need that entry kill.
Well, just that, Tim, and they've got no idea. I spoke about rat plays and missed thronings earlier on. BDS might have missed out on the man tucked in, and just like that, Handy's come up, taking a big double. does get traded out from the window, but the damage is done, Tim. Likifak and Shaiko are gone.
It's just too easy for Faze right now. With a player on the window, they're still able to step into construction, to push that aggression. Just the way that Shaiko did to them, but BDS unprepared. They get hurt by it. 3 versus 4. Maybe not aware again. KDS is just going to firm this one. He's going to keep himself in this position. He goes for the peak. They don't know that he's there. And BDS, they keep being hurt by what they can't see, Des.
We've called about the misjoinings throughout time and time again, Tim, but FaZe will abuse every mistake this team makes. They are 1 round away from correcting the course of history and lifting a hammer.
They're the best team in the world, bro.
They fought for this for so long.
They're the best team in the world.
3, 4 tiring years.
They're like laughing and shit. They're literally the best team in the world.
Eventual winners of the 6 Invitational.
It's insane. They're the best team in the world.
This time, they make amends.
Hats off to FaZe, bro. They're the best team in the world.
FaZe will know better than anybody else
that
this job is not done yet. 1 more round is required, but they are on a map that they love. They're on the defensive
They just like
side,
they play so
and
confident
right now,
and like
they
don't care about what the
BDS.
stakes are. They literally don't care. If they think they have a play, they fully fucking commit to it and they don't.
At the minute.
Like they play Siege in the purest form. They're
Hour
not nervous. They're not scared. Like you can tell BDS is playing very fucking scared. They literally don't care. If they see like an inch of a play, like if they think they have a play, they fucking fully commit.
They play too slow. They
I
don't
think
roam
that's
aggressively enough, they drop off.
That's like pretty
But sometimes, Tim, teams
They're
will
the
step
best
up
team
and
in the
show
world.
you.
I really wanted Shaiko to win.
Fundamentals are all
Might
you
be
need
over
to
unless,
lift
like,
a
we see the
hammer.
craziest
Our
fucking
Kingmakers
comeback
may
ever
yet
right now.
take their
Might
rightful
be over.
throne. And just 1 round
They're the
stands
best team in
between
the world.
them
If
and
they
their
do win this,
empire.
they deserve
We've
it.
seen it throughout this tournament, Des, and I say it over and over again.
They do not
Forward
hesitate at
is
all.
so
If they have a play, they
important.
attack the play.
You can have a slow start so long as you finish like this.
And think about the history of lower bracket teams going on to win because they're still warm from yesterday.
I really want
They
BDS to win. but
Lights
I don't
out
think it's
series
gonna happen.
yesterday. They
I
were
think
unbelievable. 2-2-0s. Didn't give their opponents a chance to fight back in.
After that,
BDS
use
coming in a
this
little bit colder
1v1,
after
the
their win
mental
on
was
Friday.
never the same.
You're seeing exactly what
Mental was
happens then,
never the
Tim. Just not quite in the game.
BDS was shown the blueprint for what they need to do last year. W7M, they fought back. They got themselves to overtime, and they overcame. BDS have no choice. No more mistakes, no more chances. 4 rounds in a row, or they go home empty-handed.
It would be one hell of a comeback if they can save this game, but it feels all but impossible. FaZe just sat here waiting now to see what BDS are up to. A construction site push starting to build. 4 players, but Tim, underneath them, Cyber working his way around main stairs. They should see him on this drone, unless someone peels off, in which case, he can be the X-Factor.
Droning and intel has been the real problem for BDS throughout. We've commented on it. They need to make sure that they're aware of the potential of that flank, because otherwise that could be it, lights out. Right now BDS are making good progress on the construction sided push. They've got themselves in there safely. They're trying to soften up the site, they're trying to find that opening kill, but look at the utility that they're facing, Des.
It's just stacked up before them, and all this does is give time for Cyber to start his move. Working his way underneath, actually, Tim. He can play Denar from down here, or a C4 through the hatch. Flick away at the most unfortunate time. Shaiko shooting it out right in front of his face. Will keep the dream alive.
Absolutely beautiful stuff from Shaiko there. That really nullifies Cyber underneath. He's likely to just push back up to site to be an extra gun. BDS, now is the time. They have to start thinking about how they push forward. Vita King is going to take some damage there. BDS haven't got themselves that kill yet, Des. They haven't got themselves that advantage. But Solotov picks up Cyber. From Solotov, 5 versus 3. But the fight back comes from FaZe as Vita King manages to 10 seconds, and it looks like BDS will keep fighting for 1 more round.
It's only souls left, and they've got a 3 versus 1, Tim. Surely you can't let this one go against you. 3 days in, plan going down, finds it down. Be so careful here, BDS. Souls clutched out in the semi-final back in Sweden to send them into a grand final.
You have a Montaigne! You have a Montaigne!
Surely he can't be allowed to do it here. A Monty staring at his face. And so
yes,
3 kills.
Come on!
Keep BDS in it.
You said it coming in. Yes, they need Shaiko. but they need everybody else as well. Solotov, big 3K to keep BDS in this one for at least one more round. It must be impossible for these Faze players not to have the memories of last year. 6-2 up, they find themselves 6-3. They still have plenty of breathing space. But sooner rather than later must surely be the thoughts in their mind right now.
This is
oh,
not meant as a slight on him, but it tells you a lot when Brede is BDS's top-rated player, currently with the most kills in the series. When you've got players like Users, Solotov, Likafak, Shaiko, these big frontline players that we have seen shine and excel time and time again, maybe you start looking over there to say that's where things might be falling away. For now, they extend their lifeline by one more round, but Faze have got 3 attempts, Tim. They've only got to be right once. BDS can't afford to be wrong at all.
They can play every site on the map, Des.
Yeah, one mistake and it's all over, bro. Like one major mistake and it's all over. You have to play perfect right now. When they're on match point, you have to play perfect. One major mistake and it's over. One blunder and it's over.
Into round 10, what again could be our final round here at 6 Invitational 2025.
Nice big set piece execute by the looks of it, planned from BDS, as long as they drone and don't get tripped up. That has been a constant theme throughout this series. If you lose key operators, like the Sens, like the Capital, even the Grim here, crucial operators that need to be kept alive. Arguably, Likafak even more important. Running around here on the Hibana, his job will be a couple of hatches, assuming, of course, they don't lose them too early into the round. Keep an eye on the Sensor and the Capital, so Shaiko and Usus in this round. For me, they're going to be the decision makers. Wherever they drop their gadgetry down is where all the action's going to happen.
That's going to be the blue hatch open. So they can start thinking about moving players now. That's going to be the next job, but look at this. KDS is getting aggressive. He's stuck. They're going to find the in the last round and the entry in this.
Come on, Solotov!
They almost found Bitter King as well. He's down to a 3rd HP, forced away from blue. BDS are moving these players around.
No.
Nice attempt to see forward through the hatch. Gonna find nothing. BDS keeping themselves safe. Likafak dipping away towards meat to keep himself safe. Got to watch that content because BDS have ran it down to the wire a few times and it does come back to bite them.
Got the Goyo canisters stacked up. Just going to see the first of those being taken out. It's not going to force them out of Dirt Tunnel. Souls will hold his position there, but it is at least going to remove one of his options when thinking about the later round. 1 minute 20 left to go. BDS continuing their work here, trying to soften up the... Yes! Softens up Faze with a kill onto Vita King. That's the Azami taken down 5 versus 3.
Surely not, Tim. Surely BDS don't claw this back from the jaws of defeat. Still 2 more rounds after this one to go, and they've got to get this one over the line first. Cyber, Handy, Souls. 3 players you trust in a situation like this to get the job done. But for now, they've all been backed inside Church. Cyber and Handy both in there. Time to start saying some prayers that you can get this done here and now.
Soul starts the bite back, but Usus is there for the trade. Surely this is another BDS round. 3 versus 2 though, as Handy manages to find one. Diffuser's going down. Brede likely to stick this, and will.
Yes!
The cover is there. BDS.
No.
Surely
Yes!
back. Cyber has tried.
Hatch!
It won't be enough.
They know.
Try his very best. There's a shield bearing down on you, and 2 of the players that are hungry for this.
Yes! Don't give up!
Do you dare to dream of a BDS bounce back? I'm still thinking Faze, like we've already seen in the...
Don't give up!
Will break hearts. They're looking for a second there, hinting at a timeout. They chose not to. The coach shaking his head, letting this carry on.
BDS waking up not a second too late, Des. Not a second too late. They needed 4 rounds in a row. They're half of the way there. Stuflex told them that now was the time to fight, not tomorrow. And they've listened to every single syllable of what he said. 2 more rounds for BDS to go to continue fighting back. It's funny how history seems to repeat itself. BDS have struggled today overall in a grand final.
Come on, BDS.
They find themselves 2-1 down, as we've seen happen throughout the year. Now they fight back. Faze, on championship point, have struggled to close it out on the first 2 opportunities. We've seen it before. Which one will be able to turn the tides?
Well, gym and bedroom is where we stepped. It's where Faze won back.
Demon, they give it the 10 gifted. Demon, I love you.
Fashion. Handy, 2K.
Come on, BDS, we're so close.
KDS,
2 rounds.
Springs out to get a third. And that was all she wrote for that round. BDS really have to be careful here. And already the first challenge begins. Mirror window cracked open. After this one, the repel, to be very mindful of those 3 C4s in Handy, Cyber, and KDS's back pockets.
BDS have largely abandoned the jacuzzi side wall now. Instead, Brede is going open CCTV wall, so they're going to try to push across. Handy taking a little bit of damage there. Returns fire, but won't be able to find his target.
That'll be another one of those that you look back at and say, such a close moment. Both for Handy almost getting the kill, but for Leaky back almost finding him in the first place. Don't think he realised he was on the other side of that barricade, but nearly got away with a few more bullets that would have netted a kill.
BDS continue to get the work done here. They're going to open construction wall, and that now sees Faze completely pushed back into site. But much like BDS benefited from on their defense of this site, jacuzzi wall has not been opened as the mirror window is, so it makes it more difficult to play in and around that area for Faze. But they do have an opportunity to potentially dig in here.
That's the thing to beat him. Half a round's gone by and they've kept every player alive, Faze.
Come on, Shaiko.
Roaming tendencies not being hyper-aggressive.
This is your legacy, Shaiko. Legacy.
Just when they feel the pressure's starting to mount. BDS have got to be decisive here. Slow then fast, boys. Slow then fast.
Users is just preparing, he's ready to head on in here, but the Kiba barricades are just slowing him down. They want to get that Blackbeard challenge and they want to start bullying Faze here. But where are the kills going to go? The first couple will be critical. And Simon finds a beauty of a headshot. He flips 180 and looks to challenge onto Jacuzzi Breach. BDS, it's now or never. You've got to start. Shaiko! Can he find another? 45 seconds. BDS, you have to get in there and make it happen.
Toxin on the corner, KDS down to a slither of HP. They've got the breach to, but they can't. Shaiko starts on it. A second on site. He loses out to KDS, but BDS, with Leaky Fat going down, it's looking dangerous.
This could be the end. Such low health across Faze. 3 versus 2, Des. 20 seconds for the attackers to rescue themselves.
Main stairs looks like a real threat as well. Handy in position. Diffuser's going down. This cover has got to be flawless. But Brede comes up. He's going for the kills, Tim. They've found one, but now they've got to re-stick, and Cyber's in a spot to do a bit of damage here.
Stick it.
Trying to bait out once again. Solotov has to win this gunfight. He's got to get Cyber. They're waiting. Solotov's down. Brede's off. He's also down. Fate will wait, but it will not be denied as Faze lift the hammer after 3 years of waiting.
Unbelievable scenes as BDS continue to fight back, continue to seek and search, but just couldn't find the rounds they needed. Faze have looked on another level today, Des. They found that extra gear when they needed it.
I feel bad for Shaiko, bro.
And it is going to bring them the peace that they have been looking for 12 months. This time, they will not have to sit and watch another team lift the trophy.
The Kingmakers take their rightful throne. As for now, the best team in the world. It was never a question of if, Tim. It was only ever a question of when. The consistency this team have had for the last 3 or 4 years, consistent quarter-final, semi-final, grand final appearances.
Oh, Brede.
And now they're up there. BDS, 3 losses in a year, that's going to sting. But there is work for them to do.
Brede's crying, bro. That's...
And quite naturally, tears of joy for this Faze side. Let's get down to Ian on the stage to speak to our winners.
Wow.
They finally did it, bro.
It slipped
Vita.
out of their fingertips in Sao Paulo.
Well done by Faze. They're the best team
but
in the world,
they've got a firm grip of it here in Boston.
So good.
KDS and the rest of your team, come and join us in front of the hammer here.
They're so good, bro.
You have been so incredibly confident the moment you stepped on this stage. How big of a redemption feeling do you have right now?
This feeling is amazing, you know, because we work a lot to win this tournament. And it's amazing with the people we love to play together, so it's amazing.
Did last year play on your mind throughout this series here? Did you know that how easy a situation like this, how easy a final like this can slip away from you?
Damn, they probably feel so fucking happy right now.
Match, you know, to the last map, and
yeah, Cyber did so well. Bro, in my opinion, Cyber's like the best player in the world right now.
It's amazing, amazing.
You've been phenomenal. And like
he makes
the
so many
said,
plays,
the best team in the world right now.
Bro.
Andy,
it is insane.
Come here. Come here, brother. Listen, we all remember in Sao Paulo when you and your brother hugged with tears in your eyes. Nate, do you want to come and give your brother a hug wherever you are right now? Your twin brother.
Oh, that's wholesome. That is so wholesome.
Two brothers with hammers to their names. But now, this FaZe clan is your moment. Boston, ladies and gentlemen, your 6th Invitational 2025 World Champions. It's FaZe Clan! It looks good on them, doesn't it? Boston, one more time, make some noise for your world champions here in Boston. FaZe Clan! Now we're wrapping things up here, but of course we had some monumental news coming. March 13th, the Siege X Showcase.
Oh my God.
From Atlanta. You do not...
Core just gifted 100 fucking subs. Oh my God. We're about to hit 91K just because of that. Core, I love you so much, bro. W Core in the fucking
very soon.
Core,
but for now, we will end with you having a good, clear view of your Brazilian world champions.
Well played by FaZe, bro. They're the best team in the world, bro. They're the best team in the world. They got 2nd place last year, 1st place this year. That's a great track record. That guy is the fucking MVP. Cyber is a beast. I feel bad for Shaiko, bro. Stins with the 20 gifted. Stins, thank you for the 20 gifted. Alright, chat, it's time for some Roller Sunday. This is probably going to be the most passionate Roller Sunday of all time. Let's lock the fuck in. Chat, it's time for Roller Sunday. And we have a level 15 hype train. Holy shit. I'm going to go pee, chat. This is probably going to be the most passionate Roller Sunday of all time. After SI. Let's go.
check, 1, 2. In Boston, the show goes on every night. Did you book your trip yet?